We are back like we never left. Tulisema mambo ni matatu, tarehe tatu, mabao tatu, na next day ilikuwa Jumatatu. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 3. This is a match that happened at the Emirates, and I want to give a few talking points about how I vision and saw the game. Basically, like 5 talking points. Number 1, if I start on the Arsenal side, it was good to see that Arteta reverting back to his original formation, basically, of having a back 4, a midfield of 3, and an attacking threat of 3, as opposed to what he had tried earlier of back 3 with Thomas Partey playing at right back. Now we saw back 4 where we have Ben White playing as a right back, Gabriel and Saliba at the center of the defense, and Zinchenko out wide on the left. Then we saw Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Nketiah completing the attack formation. Now, Arsenal got actually quite a number of chances, and as an Arsenal fan, I wished we had actually converted those chances. There's a chance that Havertz actually, an open chance that he missed. He's very low on confidence, and that is one of the points that I want to mention. Havertz has a confidence issue. You can see he's really trying to really push, but things aren't working for him. I think it's time for the coach to actually have a different approach on how to bring him later on into the game to try and build the confidence. He could have scored a goal. We saw Bukayo Saka almost scoring also another goal that, to me, I think he should have converted that chance. So from the Arsenal perspective, I think the game we really played very well. There are actual issues of concern, and one of the issues of concern was the fact that were we going to actually pose a big threat, considering coming back from the Fulham game where we drew 2-2. It was a very challenging game. Congrats to Manchester United centre-back pairing, and in this case mentioning the butcher, that is Lisandro Martinez. That brings us to the second point. Lisandro Martinez is a very good defender, and I think for Man United fans, that is one to keep. That is one of the best signings that you have had in recent times. We saw he really commanded the heart of the defense, and I hope he's not injured for long, because he was removed later on in the game due to some discomfort that he had. And that's when we had our very own Lord Maguire coming in, and Johnny Evans. That is a partnership that was there, I think, in Manchester United way back. I think almost 5 years back, if I'm not very wrong. So once Maguire and Evans came, I think the defense was a little bit shaky. However, now bringing to the third point, is Arsenal now coming to the stage where we say they have a better kind of bench? Because we saw Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson coming in later on in the game and actually contributing to especially the third goal that we saw Gabriel Jesus send a Manchester United player off the field through a very skillful touch that he had. And I think it's time that Arsenal can really pride themselves and say they have some sort of firepower coming on from the bench. Manchester United, however, the fourth point is Rasmus Hojlund is a player to watch. Based on the few minutes that he had on the pitch, if he keeps on that tempo, I think he's one to really rival and bring back the glory days, especially in the attacking threat to the Manchester United squad. He seems to be a little bit more powerful and pacey. And if not for the Arsenal defense, who are really keen on the different Manchester United players, I think we would be speaking of something else. The other point that I want to really arrive at is, I think now the debate is settled that Declan Rice could be actually worth more than the 105 million that we actually paid for. Having no Thomas Partey was a bit of a scare to me, because we know Thomas Partey adds something extra to the squad, but Declan Rice really commanded the midfield. I think for the better part of the game, Manchester United's midfield was non-existent. he scored a very vital goal. That is the second goal, which gave the Gunners hope to now claim 3 points comfortably. And I think Declan Rice is proving to have the leadership qualities and the much needed prowess when it comes to now providing defensive cover and also providing attacking support. Last point for this is basically, if we look at the game, it goes down to, is Ten Hag really fumbling when it comes to tactics? Is he fumbling in terms of playing some players in the right positions as opposed to, or is he still experimenting? My opinion is he really needs to now have a very standard and non-first 11, because from what we've seen from the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City in the previous years, they have not been winning just because of the tactful or the tactical approach of the coach. They have been having a more non-first 11, because they say when you start the winning team, you tend to get consistency in results. So I hope going forward that maybe Ten Hag would consider now having a very predictable first 11 that gels well, and now bringing up other players as substitutes, I think would actually give the much needed lift. Talking points of the game, I know one of the biggest talking points is there are areas of concern, especially when it comes to refereeing decisions and VAR decisions. That is I think a topic that if we decide to expound on, we cannot finish even right now. This has been actually been seen over time in different games, and I think it's an area of concern. So Arsenal claimed the 3 points. There was a big international break that has just ended, and now we're going to another match day weekend. So all the best to Manchester United fans, but for Arsenal fans, I think we're all happy with the results. Now looking forward to meeting Everton in our next fixture. Till next time, it's the Blackbeard. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Beard Blackstar. Follow us on TikTok, the Blackbeard. Guys, keep on subscribing, keep on subscribing, keep on subscribing. Till next time, it's the Blackbeard.